When I first started at the company, we were in 2 little garages. We eventually expanded to 4 of those. At some point, I knew we were going to grow out of them. I'm not so sure I expected a 12,000-foot facility, but here we are. I'm Jarret Niesse, president of PMRS. Precious Metal Refining Services is a boutique precious metal refinery specializing in high-volume customers and fire assay results. We serve a wide variety of customers from jewelers, pawn shops, dentists, dental labs, and crematories. If it's made out of gold, we've processed it. We built this refinery from scratch. It was custom made to our specifications and allows us the flexibility to process any kind of precious metal material. Generally, there's 4 precious metals that we work with: gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. The only way to build trust with customers sending in high-value materials is to pay them correctly. It is a business of trust. They're sending hundreds of thousands of dollars of material across the country to someone they've never met. Everything that comes in through the doors is received in the same way. It's all cataloged, photographed, and input into our system to determine the best way to refine and extract the precious metals. Once it's reweighed, the refiner will determine which furnace to use depending on the size of the lot. He pours the material into the crucible. The material begins to melt. He will add flux. It doesn't do anything to the purity. It literally fluxes the material and helps the gold pour smoother when you pour it out. Once the material is melted, an individual sample is taken of each lot. That helps us determine the purity and the payout for the customers. He'll stick in the pin tube, take the vacuum sample, and pour the bar into a heated mold. All of the material is melted in its own crucible, into its own bar, with its own sample, and is assayed separately. Fire assay is the industry standard for determining precious metal content in any precious metal bearing product. It has been used for thousands of years, and it is 100% the most accurate way of determining the precious metal purity. The assay is ultimately what's most important to the customer, because that determines how much money the customer is going to get paid. The assay needs to be accurate. We're one of the few refineries in the country that has a chemist on staff. Most of our competitors are using an X-ray analysis, which takes 30 seconds and is not nearly as accurate. The wet laboratory allows us to do chemical stone removal. When customers send us jewelry that has stones that need to be removed, we use aqua regia that dissolves the gold and allows us to extract the precious stones without any damage. The wet lab also contains our silver cell, where we can refine sterling silver to 4/9 crystals. What separates PMRS from our competitors is we are not a middleman. We are the actual refiner. We're doing the melts. We're doing the assays, which allows us to get the most value for our customers. Anyone can say, oh, we pay more than the next guy, but the question is, can they? It all comes down to accuracy, integrity, and speed. We have an open door policy. We know that once you see what we have, you will be convinced you will get the best assay and the best returns. We're the most accurate in the business.